I pop that? Let's see, did I open it or no? There it is. No, that's it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best horse racing show ever. I'm your host, Paul. Hey, what we got? Gulfstream, Churchill. I'm trying to scramble to get it up. Let's see. Gulfstream. What's up, Steve T? How's it going? Let's see. I gotta watch that on my software. Right about there. All right, should be all set up. Uh-oh. Oh, don't crash, don't crash. Doing that. Let's see, what do I need? ADW. What's up, buy stocks? Been a good week? Nice. Let's see, Churchill's going first. I'd be interested to see yesterday. Took me a while to see it, but I thought Churchill, it was good on the inside, on the dirt. And Gulfstream, I thought was the opposite. I'd be curious if that holds. Sure, is this plugged in? Am I not fired up? Am I not? Is that not the right stuff? Okay, there we go. Let's see. I'm late because I had to run and get a cigar. I decided I wanted one. Ian, what's up, Ian? Oh. But the 2's 4 to 5 here. This doesn't look like, well, oh no, 5 is, okay. I thought 6 was a 5 horse. I see it now. Yeah, he's 3 to 1. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that inside here. I don't think this race looks like much unless someone improves or a first-time starter is good. 8, I got no problem with, other than thinking that the inside was good yesterday, but that doesn't have to be true. 6 is going to be in a 5 hole, but trying to get to 3 to 1 right now. Don't care. 2, I probably think 2 and 5 should be the 2 favorites, and 3, I think, probably should be a mid-level contender. So I don't even disagree with anything here. 2568, 2568 for buy stocks. That's what you got it narrowed down to. Oh, by stock. What 23 to 1 winner you had yesterday? Was that at well, if there was a bunch of tracks running. My day turned out yesterday, but I had to risk having a meltdown day to make it happen. Oh. Is my oh, it's just taking a lot to get going. Let's see what I want. Just put the show on. God, I'm still fucking congested. That's that is just hanging around, and I think everyone that went on the trip ended up with it. I think. But Buy Stock says it's been a good week for him. Nice. I burnt the tip out of that. Oh boy. 22 people in already? We quiet. What's up, Jimmy? How's it going? I did not want to get out of bed today. I just later. Well, I had to get up and finish marking the form, so I got up and did that. Then I went back to sleep and did not want to get up, I should say. Oh. I could have used a lazy ass Sunday. Let's see. I am definitely not interested in this race. Other than seeing how it plays out. Oh, first race is Gulfstream is not a first time starter or anything race. That race should be looked at. Let's see, the main things I can get to are the two favorites, and then I think 3 is the next. Everybody else got to improve. Ooh, 2 got a terrible break. Might have lost a stirrup even. And 8 I didn't mind, and 8 I would probably say would have been a better horse than the 3, except I was concerned about hoping that the inside was good like it was yesterday. He was a horse with the most form on the outside. Two got a terrible break. 3 doesn't look like he was ever good. And it's still going to be 8-6, kind of chalky anyways. Yeah, 2 got a terrible break. He probably would have ran fine if because he's really flying now after that really bad break. But yeah, it's the 3 favorites. I think 2 even caught that horse for third. And the 8 horse did win on the outside. Oh, 862 it came. If you didn't know, 862. What's up, Uber? T is booming. Boom, boom for T. Whoop. Yeah, I didn't miss anything or. Uh-oh. Is that? Okay, I already wrote no bad. I don't know why that didn't let me circle. Oh, T. 8 was the win horse. Oh boy. I just whacked my head. Lloyd, what's up, Lloyd? Yeah, two had a terrible break after the start. I don't know if he lost his stirrup or bad break or a little bit of everything, but yeah, he was set kind of Indian style. Oh, he's a favorite. So unless you're using them, you probably didn't mind that. Unless you're using them, unless you needed them, then you mind it, I guess. I'm gonna jump. I don't care to watch that replay. I don't really need to see it. What's up, Robert? I'm just gonna jump over to Gulfstream. Buy stock, save money. Oh, you were down. Yeah, you were down to the 2.568. Yeah, not a lot there, unless the 5. Really, really. Yeah, you had not much there. I mean, you had the winning try, the winning exacta, but you know what I'm saying. Not much there. You needed a 5 to do something if you wanted to probably do it. So I take it you probably didn't even bet. Oh, I gotta wake up. Oh, you had a great day yesterday. Nice. But would have been better with the Woodbine Big 5 going into the last race. Oh, was alive for 11K, 18K, and 13K. But had a nice, still had a nice day and a nice A thrill. Were you? Did you just ride it out, or were you able to do something and still make money in the last leg? Or you? It sounds like you still had a nice day. I was going to ask, and I'm looking at the payouts, and I'm guessing he probably had this. Well, I don't remember if the was the 71 one in the last leg, or was that? Or I think that was earlier. Probably in his sequence. I'm guessing. Woodbine is awesome. You guys are liking Woodbine. Woodbine. Woodbine last year, I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, when I said I was done with Woodbine, I was done with Woodbine. Not permanently, although, God, I have never, dude. After that being my number one track for a long time, and I'm gonna say it because people think I speak in code. If it's not my one number one track anymore, and I left, obviously there was a reason for it. They kicked my dick in for a while and made me fucking confused, and I never really made it back there. Yeah, you don't gotta read between the lines. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I mean, for years it was my top track. I think what happened is during the off season they changed it to PETA, and I missed the announcement, and maybe my bias notes changed, and I never caught on. Now I only got my dick kicked in for like, I think it was a month or 5 weeks. I don't let myself get my dick kicked in for very long, but yeah, they make me leave. And that's when I found Gulfstream, and you know, and then we tried to come back a few times to Woodbine, but there's been, it's always been a secondary track with, other secondary tracks since then, and the other secondary tracks kind of outshined it. So it hasn't got a full, like real look like I used to. But yes, if I leave a track, it's because they kicked my dick in and made me confused. And if I got other profiles, it's easier for me to start somewhere fresh than try to figure out why all of a sudden things started changing. Put it this way: if you're supposed to be hitting at roughly about 20%, right? You don't have to let yourself lose 100 plays thinking, oh, all of a sudden my 20% is going to kick in. It's if you're supposed to be doing something fairly regularly, you know what I'm saying? And you're not there, something's changed. Something's changed. Whether your head got fucked up, whether, you psych yourself out, or whether you just don't have an opinion. Usually it's more of you psyching yourself out and maybe a profile change. What's up, Turf and Taps? How's it going, man? But yes, that's a track that after years of being good, I had to cry uncle and never really made it back. What we got? 50,000 on the turf. Five's a favorite. This is a tougher race, quality wise, than what usually starts out early. It almost feels like I'm already jumping in the deep end right now. A $50,000 race? What? Why is this race early? I mean, it's not bad. 5, I'm not sure about because I'm not crazy about my profile at Gulfstream on the turf routes because it's been a pure stalking profile for me. 5's definitely overbet in my head. What's up, Attila? His lack of speed is really concerning. He's going to be overbet whether I decide I want to use him or not. 5, I like the heart. 2 back on a stalking closing day against the perceived bias. God, he's lightly raced, and 2 of the races are just one race samples. I see one of them was a win. He's just breaking his maiden. A pure stalking track. I'm still not sure. That's the other favorite. Dude, those are 2 big questions. I think both of, especially the 6, I think is closer to flawed. I'm really not sure what my read is on the 5, and that's kind of a big read you got to make. 7, I don't mind and think he's probably as an overlay. 3, I think there's a high enough odds for him for me to consider it an overlay. Wow, actually, the 1 and a 2. Oh, dude, all the 1, 2, 3. And who was the other horse that I said? 7. All felt like they should be about 5-1 to me. I'm definitely out this race. I can tell you I'm a little lost in this race. I am a little lost in this race. Oh, I didn't get my pen out. Nothing wrong with being when you know you're lost, you know it's just not right for me. It's just not right for me. What's up, Attila? Oh, you been playing a pick and ball play today? Never played one before? Where you playing that at? Is that on Horse Racing? Well, who? Not Horse Racing Nation. You got Derby Wars. Are they still around? I think they're still around. Horse tourneys and horse tourneys in that other one. They're like the same, and I can't think of them. I imagine it's probably one of those 2. What's up, Patrick? How's it going, man? Oh, horse players you're playing on? What you do? What you doing? Shooting for a tournament, NHC or something? Or is it a cash prize or a tournament of some sort seat? Sounds like you don't play a lot of them though. I'm playing a prick and pay. Oh, never played one. Oh yeah. So what made you decide to do that today? Just woke up and felt like you wanted to smoke? Jevin just said, you know what? Fuck these tournament players. I want that smoke. I want that smoke. I hate the pick and pray for. I told you story. I love tournaments. I hated it once they went online. They stopped being tournaments, you know. And I talked to the guy that owns Derby Wars, and I was like, why don't you get a bank of races like they used to with 30 or 60 races where everyone got 15 plays? I know. Oh, it's because of the slow pace at Gulfstream is why you, oh no, that's what Attila's saying. I'm misreading something. Wow, I was not paying attention to who crossed the wire first. It looks like it's raining at Gulfstream, actually. We did a few of those tournaments on the show a while back. Oh, 6 horse won the race. That was the favorite that I said I was a little bit more, well, 5 couldn't answer the question, but 6 I phrased that like I even was thinking he was closer to a false favorite. I was more suspicious. When I thought, who did I think? I thought there was 4 horses that were overlays. I think it was 1, 2, 3, and the outside horse. But when I got too many overlays to guess between, that makes betting harder. It makes sense that I'm not in that race. I don't know, one of the overlays did get second. But was never that close to thinking. Ooh, that does look. Is that what Tilla's saying? Slow pace. I agree with that. Is that what he's saying? Slow pace. 24 and 4, 49 and 2. Yeah, that's slower than a lot slower than what we're used to. They sped it up there though. Wow, they sped it up there, right? Is that a 21 right there? They walked the dog and sped it up to a 21 and 4. Walked that first quarter. Oh, front runners did run first and second. I'm taking it from Attila. I know Attila watches these races for biases, pays attention to that. Oh, it's a small feeder tourney you're doing? So it sounds like you're playing first seat, probably NHC. All right, slow down. Yeah, that's the old theory, right? Usually the farther rail out, there's different reasons narrowing the courses, but the old theory is when the rails are out, the farther the rails out, it's kinder. The theory is what? It's kinder to front end. Makes I think one of the theories is it makes the track more not as wide for some reason. Don't give closers as much room to make moves, I guess, is a theory. But Dylan, do you do notes on that? I know I don't. I actually never did on my bias report. I wonder, Attila might note the rails. Horses line up. Is that going with the narrowing of the track? When the track gets narrower, they line up, and there's not. I think that's what you're saying. Maybe I'm reading into it. Gas, that's because we're trying to keep a secret show. What's up, Gas? They've taken off my, you don't get the notifications anymore? Yeah, I have no idea why they do that. YouTube, I always say, you know, most of the world and YouTube thinks my show sucks. YouTube 100%. That's not even, I mean, most of the world thinks my show sucks too, but YouTube definitely, the way they do the algorithms, do think the show sucks. They say, ooh, it's a 5-hour show and people only watch for, the average viewer only watches for about 40 minutes. The show really sucks. Because they do math equations. You know, they don't get the nature that people are gambling, coming and leaving. Yeah, YouTube would actually promote me better if I stopped and started to stream between every fucking race. You know, did half-an-hour segments. Because it would give me, you know, it would turn every show into a half-an-hour show. And therefore, all the people that watch will look like that they're staying for most of the show. But I already know that, first of all, that'd be annoying for me to do, and it'd be annoying for anyone that wants to watch the show. Oh, he stopped and fucking, I don't need YouTube money. No, but it is true, Steve, that you know, if you're just looking at the algorithm saying, hey, he does a 6-hour show and people are only watching 40 minutes, he must suck. I mean, it makes sense, but it's kind of not the nature of the show. People get broke, they leave. People, you know, get off work, they jump in. People just can't take me for very long. I get it. Yeah, you should. I always say, because a lot of common knowledge or old racetrack knowledge is easy to prove wrong or right with just math. So a lot of these sayings, sometimes what was true is no longer true or vice versa, but a lot of things you can prove with math. So it looks like you're still trying to get a grasp on outer. And it would just be keeping charts on when the rails are at a certain feet, noticing it and not being lazy and just putting it in a spreadsheet. It's something that you could easily prove if you think it. I will say there's a lot of shit in horse racing, you know, that horse racing players walk around and say that it's just provably wrong. Or it might have been right at one time, but, you know, I always say test it yourself. Okay, Lloyd, what's up, Lloyd? Gas doesn't get the notification because he got Lloyd blocked. Is that what you're saying? We don't give notifications to people that block people. Is that what's going on? Yeah, slow pace. I'm watching this replay, and yes, three did get the lead, but 6 is always there. On a soft pace. Who got third there? Did 5 end up getting third? Five probably did a good job cutting into that pace, all honesty. Or, you know, on that slow pace. He probably did, you know, sometimes you're just a prisoner of a pace. Although, you know, if you're betting, he wasn't he wasn't a good betting tool, and you want that for better tickets. but he probably still ran a fair race. God, I was hoping that this rail. Well, we got another. The chalky horses are on the inside and another short field. This race looks like, unless I can get to the 3 or the 5, it's probably not all that interesting. I guess if the 3 don't and 5 don't run, I guess the only combination that might be okay is the 1-6-6-1. If I had to guess before handicapping. What is this, 20,000? Yeah, one on a stalking closing day, 4 back, ran against the perceived bias, going too fast to win, but that was at a route. He won within 3 after that. At a route, but or at a sprint, but that sprint was the slowest winner of the day. So kind of a soft pace, where he just came from 1 length off of a soft pace. Uh, Two's a favorite. I guess someone has to be. As soon as I say, I guess someone has to be, my mind's already saying, shit, I know I'm not getting overpaid. Three's not hopeless. I don't like route to sprint, but a lot of these horses are route to sprint. Four, I probably. Eh, Four is a horse I probably think should be the real chalk between the 4 and the 2. Honestly, I don't think 5 is hopeless in this race either. And 6 is just another chalk. I can get to the 2 favorites. Do I want to do anything? Or I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, did I say that backwards? I can get to the 2 favorites? I can get to the 2 horses that matter. But in a way, if I do, I think I got to use everybody. I'm going to root for that, but I think I'm sitting out. I got to make that decision pretty damn quick. They're getting in the gate. I'm going to hope that there's better spots than that. I can get to the 2 long shots. Mainly because the field just feels so weak. It's not that I exceptionally like them. It's just the field just feels weak enough that I can get there. Patrick can't do bet it either. Yeah, if I did, it would have been a poke bet, and I kind of settled too that I couldn't really get there. Oh shit! And it looks like that was a good decision because I don't feel good about those. Churchill to me is usually a speed and stalking track, and both of those 2 horses right now are just closers and fairly deep closers too, especially the 3. They don't. They wouldn't have had position. Right now, they need a rocket in their ass. They definitely don't have position. And shit, 4 was a horse that I thought should have been more of a favorite. Right? Was it 4 or 6? I'm pretty sure it was 4, right? I don't want to be saying wrong numbers. Yeah, it was 4 that I thought should be more of a favorite. Well, I guess that was bad, but I said 2. Yeah. I think it came in 1661, right? I'm just saying that my call on who I thought should be the favorite wasn't the greatest. Christopher, what's up, Christopher? So that is the best exacta. Is that the exacta that I said would have been the best exacta if the two favorites didn't, or the two long shots didn't hit the board? I think it was 1661. What is that? About 25 to 1, 26 to 1? Although one was like when I was glancing at it was, put it this way, I know that race was not for me. One didn't make me excited either. I had no problem with him being bet, but he didn't make me excited about where I necessarily be using him or not. I see. T is booming. Is that 2 for 2 today, T? Dude, I ate so many cherries last night. I am waiting. I ate myself to a bellyache last night. Just fucking fruit. Just killed the cherries. Oh my God. My stomach feels like gas. SD, T, what did T hit? Oh, 1616. Oh, that was not hard at all for T. T, I don't know if you could have handicapped that any better, huh? 1616 all. Nailed the exacta. Only took you 2 to get the exacta. I don't know if you can handicap much better than only having 2 horses to get an exacta. Let's see. Let's watch some Mammoth. I wonder if Boulder's still at Mammoth or did he go home last night? Patrick, looking at the horizontals today, ready to roll all day? Looking at 3 and 9 in his horizontals today? Oh, shit. Why do I think I got a lot of time? That's a Tapeta Sprint. Let me glance at that before I decide if I want to. I thought I had plenty of time to watch Mammoth and not be in a rush. Yeah, we do got a fairly big field here. I should probably look at this. This is Tapeta too, where I don't have to worry about inside outside. Let's see, but we got a 9-horse race because the 7 scratched. And I'm always looking for speed and stalkers on the Tapeta Sprint. That's Very strong. We got lightly raced horses here, though. They got a little bit of. What we got? A couple first-time starters or one first-timer? A couple horses with two, and then you got a whole bunch of yeah, a few horses with. There's enough to at least look at here. Put it that way. God, but where's the speed? I'm not seeing speed jumping off at anywhere. Oh, five might be interesting. Kind of overall looking like kind of a weak field. I like that Hart three back going too fast to win on a stalking day. He's definitely not a dependable horse. I don't know if anyone here going to fall into that dependable of a horse. But shit, 45 to 1. I definitely have no problem thinking he's at least an overlay. Might be able to sucker me into some. He might keep me interested in a race that doesn't have a whole lot of form. What's up, Marco Lou? Nine might have some speed. Not dependable because just that race, two races back on a one race sample is the only race where he was technically on the lead and technically not on the lead because another horse had his nose in front, but he was at least forward to the two plays. Last race, I got a speed favoring track. He chased the slowest pace of the day and couldn't get the lead. Dude, there's no real front speed in this race. First time starter wouldn't have to be much, but that's usually still not a reason. I mean, everyone else is like a lightly raced or stalker. Two, at least two is dropping a bit. It's super lightly raced compared to the others. Five's a real reason that I want to be in this damn race, though. I guess the three just beat the five, but coming off the pace, that's just a bad running style usually. But this field is weak. I'm definitely using the two horses I'm interested in the most are the five and probably the nine. I don't know if I'm starting out with a win ticket. The exact is with the five or I might just use the five in the exact as and maybe just God, can six run? Six shouldn't be that price, but he does look bad. I think I want this to be a core exacta. 594, I think I want to box that a little bit. And then the rest is just a five. I don't need the nine again. I got to go to a bathroom. I think I'm going to use a two and the three with the five. I don't even think I'm going to do that win ticket on the nine. I'm not going to bet enough of him for a real score, so I'm not looking to bet that much. 5 to 1's not really going to give me a score for what I was going only going to bet 20 on him to win, 20 or 40, so that's not going to be a score. Rather just bet the five more. I can get a score with the 5. I can't get a score with the 9. Not for what I think the race is worth. No, Jen, I decided not to bet the 9. I would have had to bet way more on the 9 to win. And I probably think he's probably 5 to 1 is even the bottom price that I can even give him in this field. So I don't even know how much of a he's barely an overlay if he even is an overlay, I guess is what I'm trying to. I gotta go to the bathroom. I was gonna price out the exacta with the 9 with the 2 and the 10, but yeah, I'm gonna let it go. Well, what's up, Jennifer? Well, so if the 9 wins, I need the 4 to be with them or the 5. 5, I do have a win ticket. If I hit the exacta with the 5, that'd be great. There's just no speed in this race. 6 might even be interesting. I guess I wasn't a big enough believer since I didn't use them, but I got a feeling I should have rethought this and just used the 5, 4, 9, 10. I think I should have just used the 5, 9, 4, 10. I forgot about the 2, 3. Gave me some exactas. If it came in, 10 with the 9, 10 with the 4, I think I should have just used those 4 horses. In hindsight, I think I could have bet this a little different. 5 couldn't even get the lead in this group. Two got the lead, huh? Wow, 2 really got the lead here? 2's the class dropper, so that's probably not that big of a surprise that he could have done that. One's running the first time starter. Fluffy's running. Looks like it's going to be 2-10 or 10-2. 2 looks like he's responding good enough. Speed held, but man, my 5 didn't give me anything near the front. Chalky ass fuck. 5-2 over 9-2. Chalky. I'm not going to agree with the ass fuck yet. 2-10. Wouldn't it have mattered because I said I could have bet that a different way and it would have been 4, 5, 9, 10. So I wouldn't have been able. I doubt it if I ever get to 210. What is 210 paying? Yeah, not at 17 to 1. I never consider 210 at 17 to 1. crushing the short prices. You, Jevin, or they are? Someone's crushing them. Someone's definitely crushing them. Three was a bad favorite. I don't think he ran at all, did he? I don't remember seeing him at any time. He was a closer, though. You in the pick and pray? Yeah, I get why they did the pick and pray because of the price shoppers, but then again, you gotta really either make your own betting line. It always puts you in decisions that you're locked into that you probably wouldn't have made. Oh, I thought the horse was going to be 5-1 or better. I like the bet. He opens up at 5-2, and you're like, dude, I would have never bet him in my pick and pray. God damn it! I get why they did it. They thought that people could bet early and just leave, or they thought that people wanted to just be shooting bombs at the end of the race, at the end of the thing. I get why they did it, but yeah, Marco Lou didn't like the three either. Yeah, he was running against that profile. I only used them with the five, and that was it. If the five ran first or second, I wanted every horse that I thought could be there. I was hoping he would give me a break, but he was nowhere. I knew I was dead money instantly. And I thought nine had a fair shot at getting the lead. That didn't work out. That's all you knew. You didn't like the post time favorite. Sometimes that's enough in a race. But this result paid almost like a favorite too. 5-2 over 9-2. I think 17-1 is light for that, right? Although that is probably second and third choice, right? Yeah, that is second. That is actually a BC ticket. I'll be right back. I gotta go do my union breaks. Oh, I got laundry in the dryer too. can't make it too. He still gets cookies. He's part of the union. Ooh, Mama said he does. He's not gonna get me yelled at trying to smuggle him treats. I think the next two races at Churchill are easy sit out. Yeah, I thought I remembered that. They're just two baby races in a row at Churchill, so I know I'm not going to be involved there or here. Marco Lou says, but to be fair, neither did his horses. Neither did mine. I'm with you. Although, who says it? Tommy Hammer, great horse player. Most of your tickets are supposed to end up on the ground. If you're playing right, you're supposed to have more tickets on the ground. I think that's his quote. Could be ITP. Dude, it might be a lot of horse players' quotes. If you're playing right, most of your tickets should end up on the ground. Let's see, is that 3-4? Looks like second choice over first choice. Maybe one got a third at Woodbine. T is firing everywhere. Woodbine, Laurel, Churchill. T's all over the place today. Man, Laurel, I gotta remember that. I got a great turf route profile for Laurel. It's been fucking 3+ years of being nothing but off the pace there on the turf. Problem is, I don't know. I just don't focus on Laurel. But I keep every year since I found that perceived bias there. It's not even perceived at this point. It's just what happens. Oh yeah, I had another San Cristobal. You had a San Cristobal last night? Oh, you got the El Jefe? Yeah, I think I was saying that to you yesterday. They all they feel like that same cigar to me, or close, similar. That I even thought that, especially San Cristobal and El Jefe was a part of the same group. I put them right, almost as a coupled entry. What was I looking up? That Laurel? I want to pull that up. I know people are interested in other tracks. Right now, only 23 races on the turf routes, 65% going to closers, just straight out closers. Last week, if you knew that last week, you had a 100% chance to be right with 4 for 4. Just straight closing. Now, I know that's a small sample size, and I always back up my bullshit with more samples. 2024, only 18% wire to wire. That is weak. That is so weak. 34% stalking and a straight 48% after 150 races. 48% closing is a huge fucking number. And I think that was a year, I think it was a data before that is when I spotted it. So I think that's the first year I've been like glancing it. Or Laurel's not something that I always break down. So I think 2021, 2022, and 2023 might have been a big run on. So I got a feeling 2000. But anyways, whatever that, this is 2022. And I know I'm not missing 2023, so I think it's a run on. 157 races, again, 17% wire to wire, 33% stalking, 50% closing. That's a huge fucking number. Let me see if 2021, well, 2021 can't be the run on. Because there's no way I get 2021, then get 2023 in that same thing and have a separate 2022. Again, 175 races, 14% wire to wire, 27% stalking, 59% closing. If you don't know nothing about Laurel, look for goddamn closers on the turf route. Problem is, it's just not a sexy enough track for me to want to fucking focus in on, but that's a strong bias. Oh, Patrick, is that a cigar for you? A few. I can't read, and I know what you're talking about. If that's that cigar. If you, I can't read. I can't say that word. Looks like Patrick might like some cigars. Let's see. I still want to watch Churchill. Oh, I made it right in time. Kind of missed the break, but they are running at Churchill right now. What is this, the third race? Yesterday, I was convinced that it was inside on the dirt. Looks like it's still drying out. And I can't say it looks as inside today. After after only one race or two races, I can't really say that I have that same feeling. Not with nothing on the inside really breaking well here. And the 12 winning, or looks like he's gone. Oh shit! Look at this one. Maybe I spoke too soon. Look at a 1-3. Holy shit! Are they picking him up and putting him down? Yeah, it's 2-year-old, so it's harder to tell because I like to have running lines to know what things are supposed to kind of happen. I don't know. That was a 1-3, and shit, those are big numbers. I don't know. Is that Lee? Is that how I say that? Raquel? Raquel Lee? That looks like a new name. What's up? Hopefully I said that name right. Buy stocks was able to get to the 2-3. No one. Javin got his bet too late. What is a 10 times 10 times sire price? What is that? What is that math? Can I figure that out? 10 times sire price? Oh, so is that what you do for first time starters, maybe? 5,000 to breed and 50,000, 10 times Not now I'm looking at all the other ones. I got a feeling that's what Jevin's saying right there. What would that make this one? 6,000, 6,000 or 7,000 going to 40K? Well, that's not 10 times, right? It's something. It's over 5 times, but under, it's probably under 10. Yeah, it's under 10. It'd be 65. That's a double, 2 point something. That's a triple. Oh, okay. What is that? 9 times? 9 times on the nine? 5,000 going to 45K 9 times? 10 times. That's a thing for. Am I interpreting that right, Jevin? I have nothing for first time starters. T is firing everywhere now. Mammoth play. T wants that heater. Only the first time they run. And you got, obviously, if you like it, you got some success with it. All right, that would have been a nice one. 13 to 1. Nice exacta. What San Cristobal did I do? I did a Revelations. Revelation? God, I'm a terrible reader. 136. That race melted down pretty good. That race looked over until it wasn't. The 1 and the 3 both, they both looked dead in the stretch until they weren't. Three was a 7-ish. 5 times, five times plus is better, but yeah, that would have gotten you the exacta. And it was 26. Oh, so wow. So you would have lost half your value in the gate? God. These bet downs are getting real, aren't they? Fuck that race I hit yesterday. I wasn't even fucking acting. What was it? 2 4-to-1s, and I was still because they were second and third choice. I knew I needed 25 to 1, and I knew I'd be okay if it was 20 to 1, I thought. And I was still, worried after, and had to wait to the results. And luckily, it went up. It went up $7 instead of went down. Talk about living under a rock. That was the only ticket I hit this week that went up. Everything else went down, and shit, some of them went down that I couldn't afford. There was 2 that I should have forecasted went down. But that one at Gulfstream, that last race at Gulfstream, there was no way I could have predicted that one. And that severe, not that severe. Not only to the winning combination, it was even if the third horse got second, because I had them both, that went down. And even if they disqualified the winner and gave me my best possible ticket, that was even cut in half. So I would have liked to know what the fuck went up in that race. I would have liked to know what went up. Something had to, if everything's going down, something has to go up. If nothing goes up, that means they're betting after the damn race. And I'm looking at the replay. One, looks like he was sitting in fourth and was saving ground until he angled out. I wanted to see if three did the same thing or. They were both wide down the stretch, but I don't know if three was saving ground on the back stretch in the turn, but one definitely was. All right, next race at Churchill. I know I'm not interested. Another baby race other than watching. Did I circle that one? Still gets the circle. Yeah, I did. Gulfstream, we're going in the third race. Tapeta route. Yeah, what is that? 6-horse field? Yeah, we do got a big favorite. Two is out. 5 is out. 17-5. Yeah, I definitely have no problems with the marks. In fact, this horse has been almost a perfect heart horse in the last couple races. 4 races ago, went too fast to win. Comes back, pops a winning race right after that at a useful price. I guess a high 7-2. Then I got him on a bad rail again, earning hearts, coming back inside speed day and winning at even a more useful price, 6-1. Yeah, 7 wouldn't surprise me, but he's taking action. One and I just 7 and 8 can't be locked together. Well, a lot of these horses are dropping. 6 is another one that when it's surprised. These horses are they all running in the same race? This race, no, they're not the same race. They look like similar. They all look similar. 6 needs to come off the back end. Been running against a whole bunch of more stalking and speed favoring days, early pressing days, not quite a closing day. 4, another one with a nice excuse last race. These horses, so far, the 4 horses I looked at all look fairly close to me. I got a feeling this is going to be a race that I don't even care to try to settle. 3's another one. You know what? I don't think I can separate this group, or want to. They all look fairly to the same horse. So, one's the only horse that I think is the closest thing to throw out here. God, it feels like a group that's been running together, but yeah, there's a few of them. It looks like they have ran against. The 8 beat the 6 on a speed favoring day, and 6 is a horse that has no speed. 6 is some value. Same with the 3. 3 got beat by the 6 on a day that 3 had the bad rail, or not the 6, the 8. So that must have been, could have been this one. It was probably this one right here. Is that right? March 27th? Yeah, March 27th. Let's see, if I bet this race, let's see, 3 and 6 got some value. Those, one of those would have to be there. Both of them would be optimal. One I'm not interested in. I just want to see if this could be done. 8's going to be the hardest. Well, actually, all 3 of those are favorites. So they all can be kind of hard. It's just, if they're overplaying the 8, maybe the other 2 are good. Yeah, 8 on top of the 3 and 6 are not, it's not, that's not worth turning around. Four on top of the 3 is not worth turning around, so that does. Three and 6 on top of the 8. I can root for. Let's see. Three could be played on top of the 4, but not turned around. So 3 can be played with the 7 first and second. I don't think I'm betting this, but this is the only thing that I can consider. 5, 6, 7, 8. Might be too many combinations for what they're paying. I got no bet here, but I'm rooting for all of those, or one of those, any one of those tickets. I don't think I'd have to make some decisions on which of the group I would want. What's up, Jay? Buy stocks 3-6 with the 7-8. Jay 3 with the 2-4-6-7. Let's see. 8 got the lead. What kind of pace we're getting? 4 is going to put some pressure. 1 got first run. 1's actually looking interested. I couldn't get to the 1. And I probably, for those 2 to be overlays, I probably got them at, I just want to fill this in because I had an idea in my head. And then I don't need to separate this group. That's probably pretty close to what I was thinking. Right now I'm thinking this looks like a really good sit out. Although I don't know if it's a really good sit out because I wasn't rushing. Elaine, what's up, Elaine? Like it's gonna be 7, 8, 4. 7, 8, 4, 3, 6. Oh, Jevin likes Gateworks too for the 2-year-olds or first-time starters, or maybe both. Let's see, 7 won the race. He was 4-1 when I looked, but I got a feeling he might be lower than that. 3-1. Yeah, saying you had all the horses there but couldn't play that combination. It's not saying much when most people had no problem saying that the big three were the big three. It's not really saying much. Three to one over 1-1 over 3-1. Over 7-1 over 10-1. I say I can watch Woodbine. Bentley got a rash. Bentley needs a doctor's appointment. He got a red paw while we were on vacation, and it hasn't healed, so it must be a rash or something. It doesn't hurt him, but I guess we're going to take him to a vet to see what it might be, if anything. Other than that, Bentley's happy. Yeah, he's not bothered by it. I can touch it and everything. Near the end of our trip, we got the call saying, wow, it's really red. It is really red. It doesn't seem to be getting better. It doesn't seem to be getting any worse. He's still going on his walks. He's not favoring it, or, we can touch it. He's not wincing or anything. But we're probably still going to take him to the vet. Well, he got an appointment. We had to cancel the appointment tomorrow. We had an appointment for tomorrow, but we had to reschedule. I think we got one Wednesday. Let's see, and got some Woodbine action 5. How was Bentley's vacation? I don't know. He was pissed at us whenever we FaceTimed him, or she FaceTimed us. He was at a friend's house and they have a dog, and her kids were there. Her grown kids kept coming and checking on him and playing with him. So it was better than boarding him. But I never know what they're thinking. He was ready to go home. As soon as we got there, he just ran right to the car and stood there waiting to get in the car. It's been rough when I was on vacation, speaking in horse speech. Yeah, that's the longest I've been without ever playing. I was watching Razor's show during my nap. When I was taking my evening nap before dinner, I'd have Razor on. Other than that, I wasn't even really paying attention to results or anything. Looks like there's a delay over there at Woodbine. Looks like horses or jockeys are off the horses. Looks like they're probably scratching the floor. I seen a saddle cloth come off unless they're just yeah, he looks scratched. Yeah, that's what we thought. He might have been stressed gnawing on his paw. But it's been a week since we've been back. So we were like, yeah, that's kind of was our guess. But then it didn't start getting better. I got a feeling that still might be what they tell us, but that's all right. We'd rather get. How could you tell when he first heard our voices? He'd jump at the phone, and then he'd huff and turn his back and just lay down with his back to us. So we interpret that as he's pissed. But to be fair, when Kiki's always gone, and I'm usually home with him. I don't know if he can really tell that's us on the phone. It's not like when I have Kiki and Kiki's calling that he's like, oh, he's kind of bored with that too. So I don't know. We just said he was pissed. He's like me. I think he's happy to get his schedule back, just like I'm happy to get my schedule back. Yeah, four got scratched there, so this is a 5-horse race. Let's see, N likes the 5 with the 1-2-6. What did Italy do to me? I've been sick ever since I've been back, so I'm like real congested. I feel better, but I'm still the congestion's not going away. Kiki's been now. Kiki got it like days after I did, so she's still going through it on the worse end. I see the big favorite, does get the lead. Not much is changing here. One has the lead, and everyone else is chasing. Ugh. One turns for home with a solid looking lead still. Everybody, yeah, it's just three. One's actually adding to the advantage. One's gone. The race is for second. Looks like it's going to be a 1-2-3 finish. That's a perfect ABC in order. And let's see, we got another baby race that I'm not interested in. Oh, they don't got no money on this. Four is 2-5. That looks like a big purchase. Brad Cox on a 2-5. Ooh, he costs some money. 1 is over 10 times, huh? Or the 6 is over 10 times. Is the big purchase over 10 times? That's a lot of math to do right there. Is that a million something? Well, it's not 10 times if it's only a million. Almost. Is that what that is when it's 100 and I think that's 1,750,000. Is that what that is? 1.75? I don't know. I don't look at that ever. That's like 7.5. Yeah, I think I know that that's a million something, but yeah, that wouldn't have been 10 times. The bigger the birding price, right? I would imagine it's the harder to get it 10 times. Boy, it was that it cost into mischief. That must be a OnlyFans model. She's really charging. She's really charging to get some. Or he's really who do they pay? The guy or the girl or both? Who does that money go to? I don't even know. Is that into mischief standing at stud for 250,000? What's up, Sword? How's it going? That's the equivalent of an OnlyFans model. Putting a price on a cum shot. Well, I don't know if she got the or he got the best break, but he's going. I think he kind of came up on his butt like he reared or something, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Still ended up getting the lead, but he might have had to work harder than optimal. Still might be much the best. See if that was as See if that was as bad as I thought it was. 6 is going to try. Right now, the 4 and the 6 are running off. It looks like it's just a match race between those two. Six is not giving an inch. Is he working into this? He's definitely not giving an inch. He might even be pulling a little bit. There he goes. He's pulling away. One's flying. They can really make the exacta. 6, 1, 4. See how bad that start was on the 4. Jevin, I know Jevin was interested in the. I thought Jevin was interested in the 6 and the 1 at one time. Right? And that was a times 10 horse, right, Jevin? Jevin says he'll take the 1 or the 6. Could have took them both in the exacta. Uh-oh, with the oops. I thought for sure you were on that horse. I thought for sure. I seen the comment. Maybe you went with the 1? Oh, are you saying, oops, you did it again? Sure was. The 10 times move. Oh, that was sarcasm. That was a oops, I did it again, huh? Any chance you got the exacta liking both of them? Exacta would have been nice there, huh? Close to 40 to 1. Yeah, one was coming, but a little late for that move. Oh, you did get the exacta. Ah, you did. I know. That's how I felt when I. So luckily, I threw that to it in that race that I hit late. That made my ROI, obviously not as good as the original thought was. I was still happy with everything, but that was the feeling I had when I hit that. I was like, I threw in that too late. Well, luckily, I already played the 1-6 as much as I did. Or no, the 8-6, the first combination, as much as I did. I even said I was even considering doing that a 3-horse box to get it for more, the winning combination for more. And what was bad is, I always got that thing where I bet if I hit late, I'm almost always up. I never try unless, the odds go down, but I never try to hit late to be less of a loser on a losing day. And that last ticket that I did with the 2 keyed with the 6 and the 8, that would have made me less of a loser. So there's still some dumb things that I do. Everything else, I was happy with the way I bet, but yeah, sometimes you feel that way. So I can get what you're saying. You threw in the 4 to make it fucking worse, and you didn't have to. But luckily that came up as an afterthought and not before I did the main stuff. Result for race 4, 614. 614. Is that this race? And is that Antoine, how I say that name? Let's see, another Tapeta Sprint, but it looks like it's going to be lightly raced horses. Let me make sure I got the right scratch here. Gallant Knight. What is this? This is a 17.5 Tapeta Sprint. We got basically 3 horses gobbling up all the action there, huh? Yeah, Ford that hard at a route. I don't like route to sprint, but he's so lightly raced, and his first two races were sprints. First race out, I can forgive anything. I'm not sure if there's speed there other than at a route. There's definitely still a class drop there. Let's see, he's no longer the favorite. Choose another horse on a class drop. Only ran one race, not so sure how much speed is there. Came out as a stalker. I just got a feeling there's no form in this race for me to jump onto. One's enough. They're all class droppers too. I don't know what my advantage would be at the start of this. Five earned those hearts at a route. Yeah, and he ran two sprints since then. Did have an excuse in that sprint two races ago, or last race. I thought that was a speed favoring day. Another horse recently off class drops. Another horse off a class drop. Everyone's dropping, so when everyone's dropping, that makes, the class boys have more of a problem. Eight, I can't get to. Six, okay, I was just ready to say six to me should be taking money, and he is. There's nothing for me here. I know I'm not going to have an opinion worth playing. What's the no shot attitude? No shot? Six almost feels like he's kind of the favorite in a way I trust the most, even though not much is trustworthy here. I don't have a problem with I don't have a problem with the four and the two taking money. Although two feels like he's a little bit more overbet, but there's just not a lot for me here. Five and uh, 5 and 8. I'm going to do a betting line here for me, but it's more of a practice and just putting out. I think 1 and 7 are the most likely ones. If someone's a little bit longer going to be there, I got enough points where I don't have to separate these, but if I did, I'd probably favor the 6, but I don't really need to because I'm just not interested, and there's not a lot to go on. And Gulfstream is getting some rain, huh? Anyone got any plays in this race, or is this not much, not much for most people? I don't know. I just wanted to make sure it was the one in the 7 that I would give the no emoji. I can't read emojis. I never know what they mean. 6th place for Patrick. Ooh, I'm burning my fucking finger. I'm gonna take my watch off today. I think my wrist is getting smaller with the weight loss. Seems to be bouncing around a little bit. I might have to get a link taken out. Trying to double up. Ah, fuck. I need a roach clip. Yeah, it's still good, but man, I'm running out of smoke. I want all the smoke. I'm gonna burn my lip. I'm gonna look a little crackish. God, I hate it when you think you got more cigar and you're done. I am so done. I can't even, it's not even a tube anymore. It's just a pile of leaves. Yeah, that's done. That's done. I hate it when you don't realize that you're at the end. What's up, Rockin' Ray? $48. Oh. Marco Lou likes the 6 and the 8 here. Hey, it's a nice price. Big number. Coming off the turf the last 2 races. Oh. Let's see, they are loading. T with no bet at Gulfstream. Let's see, Marco Lou might be the only bet I see at Gulfstream, 6 and 8. Oh, and Patrick with the 6. Jay's looking for some doubles at Woodbine, going wide in the first leg and single to the 4. Using 1-2-5-6-9 in the first leg, but got a single. Let's see. Did I write no bet here? No bet for me. No betting allowed. I see. It looks like 4 and 6 and 7 are going to lead, huh? 7 gets the lead. Oh, 5 I didn't like at all. I didn't even remember who the 5 was. Yeah, he's going backwards now. Seven's going to have a clear advantage turning for home. 6 is still trying to grind. The other 3 favorites are second, third, and fourth, but this looks like this is going to be 7-6. Yeah, probably could have played that. Well, actually, I don't know. 7 on top of the 6. No, 15 to 1. 7 on top of the 6. No, I could have played that. Yeah, 5 was cooked. Elaine is booming on the 7. 6 to 1. I like my betting line there. I thought there was the 3 horses taking the action and 7 or 1 were the most likely to upset if someone upset it. No, I didn't say I had the least. That's why I do my betting board right here. So I put what I think the winning percent chance is. I thought they had the most chance to upset if there was going to be an upset, is what I said. 8 and 5, I had no confidence that they could do anything. And I said of the 3 horses that I got at 27%, I didn't mind that any of them were the favorite. But in my head, and I said it out loud, that I preferred the 6 of the group. So I say a lot of things, but I try to put the winning percentage here so it's written down and I can, you know. Oh, you can see I got the 3 favorites. I didn't have a real problem with them. And then these 2 horses are the overlays. And I bet overlays, not underlays. So, yeah. Yeah, that's why I spend time doing this. So this is my opinion. If I had to do it at odds, on the other side, right next to it is acceptable odds that they have to be over that for me to be able to do a win bet. So you could see 6 at even money. I can't do a win bet on him. I can play him in combinations. 4, he has to be better than 5 to 2. I could technically do a win bet on him, but I don't know when that went up. 2, I can't do a win bet. 1, I could do a win bet. I would have been wrong, but I could have done a win bet. 5, he needs to be over 6 to 1. 7's I don't do a win bet because there's not enough to error. But you know, I can combine them in combinations. And then you can see, well, technically I could do a win bet on the 8, but he's a 5% that I wasn't interested in. He's technically an overlay. And same with the 5, but they were overlays that I, had no confidence in. Sometimes there's 5% that I can bet, and there's 5% that I can't. But I'm not much of a win better either. I usually key off overlays, and I usually want a lot of points over. And on win bets, I usually want three, four, three points or higher, not just one or two, because we got to worry about, odds correcting and changing once they get to the top. I don't know. Once they get to the top of the stretch now these days. Let's see, we got a mile on the dirt at Churchill. Just a little maiden claiming 30,000. Nine's the only scratch, so an 8-horse field. Boy, 6 is a favorite. All he really got going for him is a class drop. I usually think that Churchill is speed and stalking trap. He's a closer. He's just a horse. I always say the worst bet in horse racing is a short price closer. He's a horse that I want to fade more than anything. Fact, if he's a big favorite like he is, I'm almost wondering how strong this field even is. One last race, I just got an early pressing day running against a perceived bias. Lightly raced, just average, slow that race. Lightly raced though. You'd have to improve though to win these. There's a class drop going there. I like that race on the 2-3 back, but I got missed messages because the next race, I think you 2 races ago, I think you ran against a bias, so I like the excuse there. Got off a step slow on an early pressing day and ended up being a closer. But last race, he dropped at a basement, chased the slowest pace of the day, and couldn't cut into that. He's at a price. I'd have to see what else is here. There's a little bit I like, and I got some warning signs on him. Force 5-1. I think he's a contender at the very least. I don't know if he's value. This is a route or a sprint? This is a route. Wow. 5, I'm going to say, is a contender. It is looking like a weakish field too. Seven and 8 are also contend. I got a feeling I got a bunch of horses that I think should be about 5-1. Yeah, 1 I'm not there. 1 I'm going to be harder on. 3's another one. I just can't get to him off that only race. 4 gets points. 5 gets points. 6 still gets points. I just more want to try to beat him than play him. 7 gets points. 8. I got a feeling most of these horses feel about. I don't see a much difference between talent here. There's still 6 horses. If I don't separate that anymore, what is that, 17% on all of them? Eight would have to like the dirt. Who gets a lead here? There's not a lot of speed here. I'm still a little interested in the 2, the 4, the 5. I think I want to poke at this. I have a real opinion. I'm going to try to. No, it's not 2 and 4 there. I want as my keys. It's 2 and 5 I want as my keys. I don't know if I have a press here. How much are these paying? 2 4s paying around, or no, it's 2 5 paying 133 to 1 and 140 to 1. 2 4 4 2 is paying what, 40 in the 40s? I'm going to have to press the 2 here. 2's a little light, 5's a little better. I'm going to press the 2 in this group. I even like the 7 a little bit. I just don't want to add the extra horse. And I'm going to keep this light, but if I'm right, it will be a good hit. And then I want to press the 2 with the 4-8. And I got to beat the 6 outright. I'm willing to lose if the 6 gets first or second. So I kind of need the 1, 3, and 6 not to run, and hopefully I was right about leaving the 7 off. Hopefully 7's going to come out the gate. Oh shit, Pop Paul is running. I didn't know there was a Pop Paul. That's the one. Oh, I didn't fill in this, but I didn't separate them. I had them all at 17%. I just tried to bet. The value went down off the 5. Come on, 8. I need you to go by, take their souls. I need the 6 not to be there. Yeah, 5's a done. So who do I need? I need the 2. I need the 2 to get through. 8228. All right, here comes a 6 over the top. Yeah, he was the horse. I guess he ended up having a bigger advantage than I thought. He's going to do it easy, too. He's going to do it easy. What do you get? 23 and 2, 47-3 to run at? Yeah, I wanted to try to beat him. That did not work out. On brakes, Bowman. Turf and taps with an oh no. Let's see, 23 and 1. That's a solid pace they were up there. 72. What did that look like? What is that? 25 and 3. Yeah, chalky. Still ended up being chalky. Who got third? I think if the 6, even if the 6 didn't fire, I still couldn't have had the exact, I don't think. 2 would have had to get third. If 2 got third, I probably liked the bet. If I was right about the 6, I had a shot. I wanted to beat the 6, so. Nope, 2 got fourth. 7 got third. And is that first choice over second choice? Yeah, first choice over second choice. On brakes, Moomin. Hubert likes the 4 at Monmouth, 4 with the 589. What's up, J Brum? J Brum says that's a hit, not a boom. I say we can watch Monmouth, right? What is that? I think I played 2 races today. Is that it? Is that a good shutout, Patrick, or a bad shutout for you? You got shut out at the window? Some of those shutouts are good. Chalky as fuck. Let's see, are they still on the turf at Gulfstream, or didn't I see rain come in? Why do I think I seen rain? Am I wrong about that? That's what you were going to do all 4? Yay! The worst bet in racing beat me. Let's see, who is this? 9 in the 2. 2 over the 9. Second choice over first choice. Maybe even over third choice if that was the 3 that got third. Oh boy. Chalky. It was a good shutout. Good shutouts. Short price. Not all chalks are short price, but I always say the worst bet in racing is a short price closer. I try to play against as many of them as I can. When they win, I don't mind closers, but a short price closer. Unless it's like a course that favors closers, but especially on the dirt, most tracks don't. But to me, I just think that's the worst bet in racing, backing a lot of short price closers. And willing to lose when they do win, because they do win. Everything wins. It looks like they're still on the turf, huh? Is this a 6-horse field? Is this 6 or 7? No, it is 6. Man, they just got a lot of. Five might be another short price closer at Gulfstream. Yeah, I was going to say 7's interesting because I like Tampa's turf route form coming to Gulfstream, especially when they earn hearts. But he is 7-2. 6, just a horse that doesn't have much on his running line. And 5-1 is not the right price. I have a hard time getting to him at 5-1. Four and a 5 is almost the same horse to me. Both of them are closers. At least 4 is not a super short price closer. Yeah, I'm not interested in this race. I don't see. Unless I can make a case for the 2 and throw out the. I'd be willing to play against the 5 completely and the 6. I'd be willing to lose if both of them hit the exacta or one of them hit the exacta. That would leave me with the 1-3-4-7. Or I'm sorry, 2-3-4-7. There might be some. Is there useful combinations there? Well, 7 on top of the 4 I can't play at this time. And 4 on top of the 7 I can't play. So that gets rid of at least 2 of the 12 combinations that I got. So 2 and 4 I can't link up. So what does that leave? Well, that means 2 or 3 has to be first or second. Right? 2 or 3 has to be first or second. If I even want to do this. So is that just a 2-3? 2-3 with the 4 and the 7? God, it's a better 3-horse exacta box than a 10. Yeah, it's better if I can get that down to 6 combinations than having the 10. There's not a lot of pressing there either. There's not a lot of pressing there. Is that any different? Hold up, let me see this. Is this any different? Or is this just the same number of combinations? I think this is the exact same number of combinations, right? Yeah, that's 6, that's 10. That's the exact same 4 combinations, just written down different. It's way better if I have it at 3. Your betting assistant? What up? Looks like a new name. Looks like you like the 3. I think I'm walking away from it. It's not as good. I don't know what I want to drop, and I feel like I should drop someone. I think I definitely need to drop something. Wait a minute, this race right here is insane, pace-wise. Although he was still going insane. That's adjusted. Who's he running with there? Can I narrow this down? That's a May 4th race. Oh, May 1. Why can't I find the horse that he ran with? May 4th? Why can't I see the horse that he ran with? Gotta be this guy. No, that's May 1st. Oh, he ran with him. I'm leaning towards just doing this and then pressing one of the horses in that group. I'm leaning towards that. I just don't know if I want to pull that trigger or not. Let's see, 2-3-3-2 is paying 57 and 80. 2 on top of the 7 is 45 to 1. I see the other way I can do this. Wait a minute. I want the 2 with the 4 also. I think that's how I'm going to play it. Get rid of this. I'm still going to poke at this. Still not perfect. But with that 2 going up, let's see, I want to press one of the 3 horses in that group. I think my best long-term play is to press the 2 with the 3-7. Also, the value go through him anyways. They are off. Is that 2 getting a lead? Hopefully I can relax a little bit, but that does not look like a relaxing pace. Yeah, the horse I'm trying to beat. Wow, I can't beat these horses. 5-4, so the closer's dominated. Well, I don't know. 5-4-3-6. That looked like a fast pace out the gate when I got up. Chalk stream, chalk stream. Could have been worse. Could have been 5-7. 5-4's got to be pretty bad, though. I doubt it. If 5-2 might have been the only exact at getting around 20 to 1, I would guess. 23, 46, and 4. 23. Yeah, 46 and 4. 70 and 2. That is speeding it up there. Got a little breather there, although 23 is solid. Then another 23 and 3. Yeah, they sped it up. They sped it up. Sped it up, sped it up. I need it. Slow it down, slow it down. Not speed it up, speed it up. Ooh, 2 races in a row. The short price closer won 2 races in a row on me. Short price closers, best bet in racing. USA Racing legit? Yeah, I don't know. Judging by these results, it seems pretty formful. Oh, you're talking about the betting on the 3? Well, actually, you like that because he got beat and he was taking action all the way down the stretch. That serves them right. I look at that the other way. They were still pouring money on the 3rd-place horse. He went from 7-1 to 6-1 to 5-1 in the stretch. And still disappointed, at least for the win in place. Closers are an exciting running style to watch. I will say that. I can see why some people just love closers. It is one of the most. I think it's a exciting running style to watch. Yeah, they're always dropping. It seems like everything's been dropping, especially at Gulfstream. Everything's just been dropping, dropping, dropping. It's always worse when they're dropping, 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 and it's always the winner. I like when it's dropping, 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 and it's the loser. At least you feel like, hey, if you think they're past posting or you just believe it's the late money coming in slowly. I don't know if 7 did anything. I don't know if 7 ran during that race. At least I know the 2 and the 3 were up there. I don't know how long the 2 was up there. My guess is 5 closed, and I definitely seen 4 closing late to get second. So I'm guessing 3 won the speed duel, 2 backed out. I don't know if 7 ever run. Oh, it's not a closing day today at Woodbine? Speed's been okay? I just want to see that replay and seeing if the 2 even held around very long at all. I definitely think the pace was fine for him to get tired. Let's say pick 4 paid just under 3 bills for what, 50 cents? Another under a 10-1 exacta. Oh, $13 try for 50 cents. Just ooh. Show me the replay. I'd like to see the replay, but don't know if it's that important, really. I already know I didn't get the pace that I would have needed. I'm going to have to go to Churchill because I do like Churchill's turf. And I only got 5 minutes. I'm not going to be able to watch that replay. I'll have to look at it on the chart, see what I thought of that race. It's not like I have a problem with the 5 winning. I thought I could get around trying to beat them. I was wrong on that. Let's see, we got a 12-horse field here. Oh, nice 12-horse field, at least full field. Let's see, I'm still anti-speed on the turf routes at Church. I want to find the speed first. 4 might be a front runner. Five might, but he can also rate. Oh God, is he stepping up big? Wait a minute. Did I say this was allowance 1X? Is that what I said this was? Oh wow. I was interested with that heart on the 5. Man, that's a huge step up. Yeah, he should definitely be long. Oh, 7's a favorite. Probably has more of the right running style for this race. Ran a decent race at the level last race, but he chased the slowest pace of the day. I don't know. He lost a bunch of races at 25. Probably a lot of these horses have. Nine's taking a lot of money. Probably has the right running style. Let's see. 10's probably going to be a front runner. Oh, no, I'm getting more speed here now. 10 and 11 probably are being front runners. Oh, 10, 11, 12 are all front runners. I might get the pace that I need, but I still don't know where I'm at in this race. I still don't know where I'm at, and I'm running out of time. And 2 might be on the pace. What does that leave if I'm right about the track backing up? What does that leave me with? 1's prop could even be a front runner. Leaves me with the Indiana 3-horse. I'm not so sure what I think of that. 4 has option, but he's a relative short price. 6 is interesting, but I need a lot of luck for the 6. 7 still fits. what did I have? I said 7, 8, 9, and 6 is what I think I want to use a little bit. I'm not going to be able to do a betting line. I think I'm going to have to play this a little bit lighter. 7, 8, 9, and 6 is what I want to use. 6 and 8 I don't have to worry about. And 6 and 8 are the keys. All of that should be paying. I think that's all I have time to work out. Fuck, am I even going to get this in? I should be able to get at least that base bet in. You know, 6 and 8, I'm going to just switch that to win bet. I'll get that base. I'll get this ticket in. 6 and 8 with the 7, 9. I just decided if the 6 or 8 wins, I just want a ticket without having to worry about the other horses. What's up, Jennifer? 3, 4, 12. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm at in this race either. See a lot of speed. I'm not sure I even identified most of the horses that could benefit. I'm kind of, this is a bias play. Oh, they seem to be standing in the gate. Is something going on behind? Something must be going on behind the gate. Definitely want a fast pace, though. I thought a lot of speed was on the outside here. There they go. 11, 12, and 10 look like they're all going. I definitely going to need a fast pace for my 2 keys. A lot of those speed horses had nice marks too. Four actually has options. 5 was a cheap horse. I kind of just threw him out on. '11 had really nice marks, but my thought was he's a front runner, and so did the 12. Really nice marks, and I thought, ooh, I'm not getting that fast pace either. 24 and 1. Actually, I'm getting the opposite of that. 24 and 1, 49 and change. Is this 8 coming fast enough? Come on with the 7, 8. 8, 7. No, 7, 8. I'd rather have the exacta. I'd rather have the exacta. I'd rather have the exacta than the win ticket. I know what I bet on both of them. All right. And I got a wrong number. Trust me, it was the 8 that I bet to win. 6 and 8 I bet to win. 6 and 8 were the keys, not 8 and 9. I just wrote the wrong number there like I always do. But I got the exacta written down right. On break, let's boom! Let's boom! A lane's booming. What did I say? 49 and 1 at the half? Or at the, and 72 and, yeah, that was a slow pace. I was worried about that pace. Jevin crushed that one. Nicely done. Uper with a yes, sir. What is this exacta? I didn't price out the exacta, but I didn't think I had to worry about the exactas. I don't got that many combinations. Let's see. Going to be half of 177 to 1. What is that? 90 to 1? 90 to 1 exacta? Yes, I'll have a really nice day now. Oh, thanks, Steve. It was a pure bias play, really. It wasn't until I got to the last 3 horses where I even thought I had enough speed to be in the fucking race, really. On brakes, boom. It looks like a lot of people were all over that with whatever they got. And 7 just felt like he should have been the favorite with kind of the perfect running style if all that pace was fast. It wasn't as fast as I thought it was going to be, but luckily they still came off the pace. $89 to 1 on the exacta. God, I oversold it. 90 to 1, Jay. Jay's calling me out. Oh, it's the nicest. It's not the biggest hit this week, but it's the biggest hit per bet dollar. Last race, the race I hit yesterday, I had to bet that quite a bit to make that work. That would have been the biggest ticket I hit this week. Fuck yeah, Saturday. What was it? Opening day this week. What was that? I only played 2 races. Hit the first race on a poke bet, and there was nothing else. I think I only won like $300 that day. So yeah, well, it's always nice when you get to a point where you feel like, hey, I don't have to stick my neck out if I don't want to. $120 for $2. What you got there? Is that a result somewhere? $120 for $2? Or did this ticket go down? Sometimes mine does not adjust. I'm showing 177 for 2, so unless you're talking about a different race or result. Oh, wait a minute! Fucking A! I was thinking that was holy shit. I was saying I didn't want the 8 to win because I didn't have it turned around. I was thinking about the 8-6 combination that fuck it, I did want the 8 to win. I got the 8-7 in a key box. I don't know. It was the excitement watching the race and thinking, well, I know I got a win ticket on the 8. That's right, 7 and 9. I got both ways. Jesus Christ, I didn't even realize that when I said that. I was so concerned about the win ticket compared to the exact. I didn't realize, wait a minute, the 7 and the 9, I got both ways with the 8. No, I wanted the 8 to win. Can they run that stretch run again? Run that stretch run again. I might have. He might have settled because he was my friend. He might have settled because he heard me yelling. God damn it! Actually, I would have got the better. The exacta would have been better, and I would have got the win ticket to go with it. Ah, fuck. Let's see, Gulfstream. This is a first dirt race. Yesterday I was convinced. I knew something was going on yesterday with the slow times. Then I got convinced that it was backing up. But by the end of the day, I thought it might have been backing up outside or outside. I think I got caught with a little different bias there. So I'm probably, and after a nice hit, I think I might just want to watch this race and catch my little breath, go grab a drink. And I think I want a cocktail. Oh. If anyone has an ice recipe, they can send it to Kiki. I had to pull out 2 ice trays and they were both empty before finding an ice tray with ice. So Kiki must be searching the internet high and low for an ice recipe. Because I fill the ice trays. She doesn't. And Gulfstream, usually I want to be all about the inside. But yesterday I was convinced that it was different. And I think this is the first dirt race today, right? I don't remember. I knew I was waiting for a dirt race, and I don't think I seen one earlier today. The chalk, what does chalk mean, the favorite? Chalk to me is, I actually say chalk to me is low price horses, but technically it's the favorite, post time favorite. You know, but if I got, a horse 2 to 1, 3 to 1, public opinion, kind of, we don't like those here. I'm never going to hit enough of them to be profitable, and I got to be profitable. Is this your first time here? You're a betting assistant? First time I've seen that name, unless you got to use a different name when you're here, or have you been watching the show before? Or brand new? Oh. Yeah, I'm more interested in watching. We got another dirt race later. Oh, we got the 7th. Oh, this might be the only, that's the only dirt race of the day. Yes, I can avoid that spot. And probably by the next day they run, what, Thursday or Friday next week, it's probably will be back to normal. Might even be back to normal now. Oh, you were thinking that combination would play at least 120. I gotcha. Gotcha. Dude, that's funny. I was like, wait, I knew I had the 8 to win, and I just yelled that out. Wait, no, I want the 7-8. No, I wanted 8-7. I had it both ways. Outside of the track looked like it broke pretty good. Yeah, outside of the track broke pretty good. And I don't even think this 7 is a front runner, is he? Not a true front runner. Stalker at best. There's not a lot of front runners there. Yeah, 25-3. That's a slow pace. Or no, 24-3. Still a slow pace. Right now, I'm overall thinking I made the right move. Well, I don't have an opinion that day, so I don't know what would have been the move, anyways, if I did something. And look at this, 2 angled out, and he's the widest on the track, and he looks gone. And if 2 wins, that starts nothing. And if 7 holds on for second, that's going to be nothing. I don't even know what could help the exacta. Only the one can help this exacta. If it's a 2-7 and you took $2, please stop gambling. 7's rallying back. If 2 keeps acting up, 7 might fuck around and win. Nah, he's gonna fix the 2. That's a $2 exacta. Oh my God! Please forgive the horse players. Please forgive the horse players. If you own that ticket, please go to church. Go to church and ask forgiveness. A win is not a win. I don't think seven's going to be able to claim anything. It's too ducked out, but I don't think he interfered with the seven. Jay with a Canterbury play. Don't hear much Canterbury. Ian, what's up, Ian? Looking at the one at Woodbine? Go watch that race because I'm in relaxation for a little bit. And likes the one at Woodbine? He moves the mountains in the pick and pray. Elaine likes the 5 at Woodbine. Oh. Let's see, who are we rooting for? We got the 1, we got the 5, we got the 4. Hombre got the 459. Jacob says could have been worse. Some people got shut out. Someone got shut out and cursing their ride on the way home. Goddamn guy was too slow in front of me. Yeah, there's some tickets that are winners. They're just not worth having. They're just not worth having. Let's see. It looks like he's on a good thing right now. Looks like it's going to be a 158. Exact and try 158. I think in was the 1 horse. Kaboomin'! That's the whole month of June? What, you got a guaranteed or they put you up for the month? Kaboom for in. Let's see, Elaine and Umbrate needed the 5. All right, let me go over to church. Oh God, we got a 1 to 9 here. Let's see, I need the number 8. Three is out. So we got a 7 horse field with a sweet ass, what did I say, 1 to 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see. So 3 is the out horse. What we got? Claiming 17.5. Is that a manual that's out? Most wanted? Wait, what kind of race? Wait a minute. I thought this was just a. Oh, I didn't see the extra 0. I was ready to say, how is this a 17.5? All right, that makes more sense. It's not a $17,000 race. It's a $170,000 race. Yeah, that makes a lot more fucking sense. Most wanted, I got on a stalking closing day last race, trying to go wire to wire, running against the perceived bias, getting beat by fierceness. No shame in that. There's no shame in that. 5's coming out of that race, but he didn't do the same type of running as the 4 did. So 4 feels like he should, at the very least, be a smaller price. But yeah, this race doesn't look like anything for me. If I might have a little value chasing those two. Who else we got? A credit and oh no, I can't say that name. Assertive? Not accredited. Yeah, that horse almost looks like filler to me in a way. I don't mind that he ran on a bad rail last race. I'm talking about the 2. Oh, best actor shouldn't be 44 to 1. Should be long, but not 44 to 1. Yeah, I want no part of this race. Steve's looking for some mammoth picks today. We're going to try to work in some mammoth, but mammoth usually, I mean, usually just becomes a big day track. It's underrepresented unless I decide to punish Gulfstream for being Chalkstream too much. Let's see. Next week we're going to be what? All Saratoga. All Saratoga next week. What is the schedule next week? Do I even do a Wednesday show next week? I'm not sure. I only do Wednesday if there's major tracks running. Why are you not get there? Okay, give me my data package. I think Saratoga starts on Thursday, not Wednesday. Am I right about that? Oh no, we'll be on Wednesday. Saratoga, we'll be on Wednesday. Yeah, so we're gonna have Saratoga all week. It might just be Saratoga on Wednesday from the looks of it. That's the only major track running. Yeah. And then Thursday would probably be Saratoga and Gulfstream. Because I think Churchill, could be Churchill, but Churchill's probably running at night on Thursday, right? Oh shit! Churchill's running on Wednesday. What? Let's see. I want to see if Churchill's running at night or during the day. No, entries. Let's see. So that would be the 4th. Okay, so Wednesday will be Saratoga and Churchill. Oh, sweet. Do I get to pick on Thursday? No, Thursday it's going to be Gulfstream and Saratoga because Churchill is running at night. And Friday it's a pick 'em. Yeah, Friday I can pick between Churchill or Gulfstream. Did you go to Costco? Oh, I thought that's where you went. Where did you go? Oh, to Meyer? You got it? Are you going to Costco? Motherfucker, you better look at that chicken. My boy needs his chicken. Unless you want to just feed him eggs tomorrow. It's the pluck. It's where I refuse to work. Well, yeah, I mean, check it. You know how much, but we got that event tomorrow. I don't know. If not, we can feed him breakfast and we can go in the evening. If you want, you don't got to go out. If you think you got enough for tonight, and I mean, he could get eggs tomorrow. He's spoiled. He wants his rotisserie. I'm rooting for the 1 and the 5 here, but I couldn't get around the logicals really. I think it was the 1 and the 5, right? And I thought 4 should be the favorite, just fucking over bet. Maybe there's value if the 1 and the 5 runs with them. There's definitely a value if 1 and 5 wins, or 1 and 5 is the exacta, but 1 and 5 is what I'm rooting for here. Oh shit, I don't want to be too right about the 1. So I'd rather him get second than first. I didn't price this out. I'm hoping it's not going to be that big, though. In a way, I'm hoping it's not going to be that big. I had a feeling that even 4-5 probably wasn't playable with that on top, but the 4-1 I was too lazy to even price out. Yeah, four on top of the 5 wasn't even playable. $12. 4 on top of the 1, it was okay, but still only 22 to 1. So, but those were the only 3 horses that I thought was interesting. Best Actor tried. He really did. I didn't hit that race, I probably would have took that. If I didn't hit that race, I probably would have played that race. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping the 5 was third, but I stopped paying attention. I know 5 was in third for a while, but I kind of was just watching the 1. And he could have got caught. Oh, he did get caught. 7 got third. Uh, 417. 4176 is a super. And that would have been a pretty easy one to weigh. I could have played 1 and 4 on top of the, or 1 and 5 on top of the 4, 4 only on top of the 1, and a small 1-5 exacta box that would have been probably bigger. And that would have probably been an easy one to say that you're weighing the 4 on top of the 1, probably, I don't know, probably at least 3 or 4 to 1 for every dollar you turn it around. Probably be $3, $4, or $5 the other way. Man, they got more ice cream. Well, maybe he'll just have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He'll have a body by ice cream. There's enough? All right, that's your work. You're the one that picks the bone, not me. I like making his food, but I can't pick that bone like she does. That sounds perverted, but it's not. Gigi, you pick that bone. Is there still 2 wings? But we definitely got to go tomorrow evening. Yeah, we'll go tomorrow after our event. Oh, really? You think there's that much? Okay. All right. I mean, you're the picker, not me. There's a 4-horse for field at Gulfstream, so I'm not even interested in looking at it. 4 horses. Look, you need field size and competitiveness to have a race. 4-horse race, we instantly lose the field size. What's up, Blair? How's it going? Boy, Gulfstream, I didn't even realize how big of a non-event Gulfstream was. Holy shit, other than the first race, there was not a combination worth having after that. Holy shit, I did not even realize that. Take it easy, Patrick. Saratoga next week. Saratoga next week. What did you get at Meyer? Anything for dinner? Oh, burger? All right, cool. I've been liking burger. You want to cook it on the grill tonight? I might cook it on the grill. What, my boy training right now? He ain't. What is it, 4 o'clock right now? Yeah. You don't got to take me out the bathroom. I handle it myself. I'm good. I'm an adult. I have not peed my pants in 35 days. Plus. I'm not like you women. Every time you sneeze, you got to worry about a gusher. Kiki's being funny. Shit, I had a nice hit. I might be done. If you want me to end early to go to the store, that we might be. You might want to do that. What time do they close? I still want to be on a little bit longer. Yeah, do that. Google it because we got that to do tomorrow. We really don't know how long it's going to be. I think I only played 3 or 4 races and had a really nice hit. So I don't really have to sit here. No, no, I'll go with you. I made a whiskey. I made a drink, so I'm just enjoying myself. What? I still got bellyache from those cherries. Yeah, we could go tonight. Just look up and let me know. Tell me what time I have to be done before they close, and we can go tonight. I don't need to. I'm happy. I'm more than happy with my week. So, and what's left at Churchill? There's probably not even. What is there? Like 2 races left? Yeah, I'm probably gonna check out. Although I've been loving the turf races since I've been back. Oh, there's actually 3 races, but it's gonna be the summer of Paul. I gotta go out there and get my son. It's a beautiful day out there too. I might even fire up the grill tonight. I'm gonna make it a fire just to cook burgers. God, they taste better. You don't get full of yourself, young lady. You guys hear Kiki talking smack up there? Let me see Costco. I'm gonna look it up just because it might be 5 o'clock. Is that Commerce? Oh, Bloomfield Hills? 6 o'clock. All right. I'll finish this drink and we can go. Yeah, guys, I'm going to end the show early. I'm going to hang out for just a little bit, but I'm just finishing the drink. Might be a race. Probably won't be 2. Well, I was going to go tomorrow, but we're going to an event. We got that to go. We don't know how long it's going to be. Oh, are you still trying to work tomorrow too? Yeah, we'll go tonight. Yeah, fuck that. We'll go tonight. Plus, that's gonna fuck me from doing my data, so I can get started on that too. And the chat room's fucking awfully quiet. Is that just because the races are slow apart right now? It says we got 36 people here. Come on, they got post-time drag on a 4-horse race. What are they waiting for? Give everyone a participation trophy and let's go to the next race. It was way more than I thought. All right, cool. Yeah, no, we'll go. We'll go. Oh, really? Fierceness and White Barrios matching up? Next week at Toga on Saturday. I can get started, and I've been working on those videos. Oh, I'm going to send that video to Kiki. Don't drink and stream. Let's see, that should be on my desktop, right? She hasn't listened to the newest one I did, but I got to keep fixing these. Because if I don't spell out everything, every fucking nuance, that's why this can't be taught. There's too many fucking nuances. You either get it or you don't, I think. Fuck, I don't even know if I know her fucking email. Wait a minute. Do I know Kiki's email? She might have me blocked. All right, Gulfstream's running. 1-5. 6-5 over 4-5. Not much there. Let's see, Woodbine. What does Blair got at Woodbine? Ombre likes the 247. What's up, PDT? Dude, PDT, I haven't seen you in a while, man. It's been a long time. Hope everything's good with you, man. PDT is old school. Let's see, I'm going to be done, so. Let's see, I think, maybe I better export. You gearing up for Saratoga? Yeah, Saratoga's been good the last few years. Yeah, competitive fields and big fields equal good shit. What is that going to be? The two favorites, 2-6, I think that was over there. It's either 2-6 or 6-2 out of Woodbine. Let's see, I'm probably going to watch this Churchill one and be done. Unless she calls me before that, because and she's probably going to call me. Let me just see if there's anything here, but Sipping on gin. That's a 13. Oh shit, I'd be curious to see how the one runs here. He is the favorite, so it's nothing to be excited about. But 4 races ago in the Rebel, I had an early pressing day on the day that he was obviously a closer. Comes back, had the 10 hole on the day that I thought the inside was good. Obviously been running on the Derby trail. This should be a big class drop. Although last race he ran a top and kind of had the optimal setup. I thought it was a bad rail day. He was in the 7 hole. Managed to get second on an average pace. I'd be curious just how he runs. 2 got some good marks last 2 races. First race, not a problem with that. Comes back, goes too fast to win. And then last race runs on a bad rail, stalking closing day. So there's a bias excuse there. 3 sequence is good so far. First race, I can excuse anything, but don't have to. That was, if I'm right, a bad rail day. Went match strides with the fastest winner while running against the bias, comes back. Wins the next race out. 4 should be long. 5's another horse with decent marks. Average, went too fast to win last race. No, 6 I can't get to. Ran against a speed bias, but let's see. 8 probably has to prove that he belongs with these. Nine hasn't really done anything wrong. First race was good. Second race, it was a bad, if I'm right about a bad rail day, he had the good part of the track, and I wouldn't have a problem if he wins. I'd just be a little bit more suspicious there. "12 would have to improve a ton. I'm not there. I don't think there's anything really here. If the 9 wins, I didn't see anyone that's. If the 1 wins, it's almost like who cares? Two probably has a little value, but there's not a lot, probably not a lot of upside there. Four is the only thing that. Four actually makes the race a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm saying the 4, but it's not the 4. It's the 5. No, 5 doesn't do much more than the. It's the 5 that I was interested in, not the 4. T is back. What, did you take a break or did you hit something and stem that cold after a hot start? I probably agree with the betting line though. Even though 9, I'm a little suspicious. I got no problem with him being second choice. I probably would say that I think 1 should be the first choice. I got a little disagreement on the 3. I think 3 is a little over bet, but I wouldn't have a problem if he wins. I think he's more like 5 to 1. I think the 1's more like, or the 2's more like 5 to 1. And I think the 5's more like 5 to 1. So of those 3, only 2 and 5 has a little bit of value. 8 and 6. I think I can make a betting line here. This race getting a little more appealing to me. Sometimes when I'm doing the odds in my head, I'm using way more points than. That's why I got to write them down. Like you're using way more points than you're using way more percentage points sometimes than you even have. I thought the 1 and the 9 should be favorite, mostly the 1. The 2, the 3, and the 5, I think I can have 15%. 4 I was not interested in. Six is an overlay at that price. 6 might be an overlay that I'm interested in, but I give just enough points to say he's an overlay. 7's out. And 8, I thought, was a little bit of. When I was first doing this in my head and I decided to make a betting line, I was going to have the 6 and the 8 at 10%. I'm giving them just enough points to say they're an overlay, so I got to note that 6 and 8 are more like 10% in my head, but let's see, 10 is out. I just got to make sure if the favorites are the right, or do I got to switch some things around? I'm still more against. And 12, I'm still more against. If I separated these two, a 9 would still be second choice. But I'm saying I prefer the 1 a little bit more. That's my betting line. I say, Lloyd with the boom at Hawthorne. Let's see, they're getting in the gate. I'm not really going to have any time to work. I'm not sure I would have bet this. So 2's a little bit of value, 3's over bet, 5's a little bit of value. 1 I'd probably be pressing, might not even use the 9. And I'd probably be using the 6 and the 8. And I'd have to price out the 2 and the 5. 1 would definitely be being used. And 9, I'd have to decide depending on after I price everything else out. But anyway, I'm just going to watch it now. Ooh, 23 and 4, that's kind of a soft pace, I think. Six is looking interesting. So is a 12. 12 I wasn't interested in though. 12 actually looks like he's moving pretty smooth. I don't know. 6 still feels like he has a lot of horse. 12's the problem. Yeah, 12's a problem. 6 would have ran good. Who's the other horse? If 8 gets, oh no, that's the 11. If that's the 8, I had a shot at it. I definitely had a shot at that if that's the 8. Who did I write down? Yeah, 6 and 8. One I definitely was using, but I don't think I would have had to worry about those prices. I did a good job handicapping that. Although that exact is still just 26 to 1. All right, everybody, I'm ducking out. I'm gonna make Kiki happy. Take the in the day. I thought 1 should have been the favorite more than the 9, so I'm happy with that handicapping job. But everybody, take it easy. We'll be back next Wednesday for, I think, Saratoga and Churchill. But everybody, if you guys are still playing, good luck. But I'm going to duck out early today. Oh, and I didn't realize that 6 ran pretty good still to get 4th.